I lost the guy that I loved and cared about to red pill content. Before he started watching this content, he was a sweet, nice man who treated me well and was charismatic, funny. And the moment he started watching this content, he completely changed. He became very, very angry almost all the time. And then eventually he ended things with me because he thought I was using him for money. Now granted, there was one time where I did make a joke about how I wanted an old guy to take care of me, and I quickly regretted it and said I was sorry. But I still cared about him. I would drive 30 minutes every day to see him. Like, it wasn't just about the money. Because he's watching all this content, he thinks that all these women are trying to use him and all that stuff. And so he had a loving girl that cared about him and loved him and like would stick by his side through anything. And then he eventually said this to me, and this was the final straw. Now, when I first started talking to him, not that it mattered, but he was over 270 pounds when I started talking to him. I did not care about his size. He then lost weight and then started fat shaming everyone around him. And today, actually, he said this to me. He called me a broke and then said that I would ease back on the food. Your stomach's getting a little big. And I've never, my whole life, had a man speak to me like that. And here I was the week before, going out, and I was gonna go buy him a present for his birthday. And for him to turn around and call the girl that cared about him and loved him fat, when he's like one of the only guys that I've been with. In the beginning, it was totally opposite. He would compliment me, tell me how pretty I was, and laugh and make jokes, and like, just this content, it just ruined him. And then I went on his page before we unfollowed each other, and I saw he was reposting like Andrew Tate and like David Goggins, and like almost all of his reposts were that. And then that's how I found out that he was in this red pill rabbit hole, and now I connected the dots.
And this is why women say, we picked the bear. We picked the bear. And he knows I'm recording him too. Because there's so many empty ellipticals, and you picked the one right next to me. What was the reason? What was the reason? I know you hear me. What was the reason? Now we're both uncomfortable.
That app T that pissed everybody off so bad just got officially pulled from the Apple App Store. In case you don't remember, this was the one where you could rate and review men that you've been on dates with, as well as search their legal records to see if they had a criminal history or had been married, and it would have you submit a selfie to, giant air quotes, confirm that you're a woman. An app analytics company flagged this to TechCrunch this morning, and Apple, after confirmed that it pulled T off of the App Store for 3 violations of its community guidelines, including like messing with people's privacy, and that the app had a bunch of negative reviews. This is yet another interesting chapter in the story that is T-Dating, an app that launched in 2023, went viral in 2025, earlier this year. There was a contingent of men who really didn't like this. The app ended up being hacked with the personal information of a lot of its women users leaked for, these shitty hotness rating websites or scary maps of people's IP address locations. We don't know for sure why Apple made this decision, if it just takes some time for the wheels to turn, or if it's responding to some particular awful incident. This is kind of an interesting moment because we don't yet know what this means for the broader debate around personal privacy and review apps. The kind of biggest question at play is, can we review human beings, right? But we don't know yet whether Google will take a cue from Apple and also remove this app, whether this will influence the willingness of app stores in the future to host apps that provide similar features. And I think, a big curiosity that everybody had, or question here, was, is it worth it to put some people's privacy in jeopardy to protect the safety of other, more vulnerable people? I would love to hear how you feel about the T app getting pulled.
And since nobody wants to fuck me when I'm off of work, because I made a very obvious post, not a post, but Instagram notes, is this even focused on me? In Instagram notes, I put, I'm ovulating. I'm not even ovulating. If I'm ovulating, if you know, you know. AKA, I'm horny. I'm horny. And nobody wants to fuck me? Like, men out here fucking lizards, you can't even fuck me. I'm not I'm not that bad. I know I'm not ugly. So you know what? Now I gotta go handle that shit myself. And I will. And I'll make sure I come. I'll make sure I come, but I really just wanted a little dick tension, you know what I'm saying?
I was having this conversation with my homeboy, and when I say that nigga literally be putting me on to game, that nigga be telling me shit that I don't want to hear. But y'all, we were talking about like getting married and shit. And he was like, the reason why a lot of BOK women don't get married is because we don't know how to listen. And he was like, if I provide everything at home, you don't gotta pay any type of bills, I'll cover everything, why you can't just do the simple shit that I say? Like, you don't have to do anything but just sit there and be at home. So we going back and forth, and I'm telling him, like, we not in the olden days. A lot of us women nowadays, we want to work. We don't like to be controlled. And he was like, see, that's y'all problem. Y'all don't want to be controlled. Y'all don't want to be told what to do. And I was thinking in my head, like, sometimes a lot of you men don't know how to really lead. Y'all know how to lead with y'all pockets, but y'all don't know how to lead anybody. You niggas don't be listening. You niggas don't even know how to have a conversation without getting upset and then throwing in, oh, well, I do this for you. I pay all the bills. You don't have to do anything. But then y'all sit over there and y'all forget the shit that we do as women. We be doing a lot too. Some of y'all be thinking just because we stay at home all day taking care of the kids that we're literally not doing anything. Taking care of kids is a non-stop job. You gotta do that shit all day, every day. That shit don't never stop. So he was like, yeah, with that attitude, you're never gonna get married. And also because I have the mind frame of I don't like to sit around the house and do absolutely nothing. I enjoy going out and making my own money. I like to spend my own money. I don't care what nobody say. Even if I did have a man at home that provided everything that I needed, baby, I still like to have an identity outside of my man doing everything for me. I enjoy working a job. I enjoy hustling, and I enjoy spending my own money. And I don't see what the issue and a problem with that was, but like, I enjoy having these conversations with him because it really does open up my mind and help me to understand probably why I am not married. One thing I did notice about myself is my attitude probably is one of the reasons why I'm not married too. In the end, because I have a lot of mood swings. But y'all, why do y'all think that a lot of BOK women are not married? He was like, in all these other races, they like to listen to their men. Like, they actually listen. But I be feeling like, this is not all BOK men, but I feel like a lot of BOK men don't know how to lead.
Some might consider me ungrateful, but to my secret admirer, whoever you are, these are a no. Okay? This is a no. I know people be trying to catch hints, like, and I'm always talking about how I love flowers. I do love flowers, but this, it's a no. This is for little girls in elementary or whatever the case may be. So no, not them kind of flowers. Call me ungrateful, whatever, whoever. And even if you follow me on TikTok or whatever, because how you put it on my car, if it's somebody I messed with before, you know better. But if it's somebody new, no. I'm sorry, no.
And I know you guys are probably wondering how a lot of these women are single, why a lot of these women can't find men, why men aren't dating these women anymore and they're actually happier single. Just a few examples, but let's keep going.
I don't see anyone ever talk about on TikTok what it's like when you live with I have lived in 2 different houses prior to this one. First house was when I was really young, so no one was really like, we were all in college, but everyone was decent and had like boyfriends. And when they didn't have boyfriends, they weren't having boys over or anything like that. They were just worried about school, going to work, smoking weed, and just having a grand old time. We were all pretty close too. I was going to go in the military, so I moved back home. And then ended up not going in the military because I was offered 6 years, and I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. And then the next year, I moved back into another house. My roommate from the banister, which I found her, so I was like, all right. So I had to move back home, and then I eventually moved into now this house. I've never lived, even in the place where my roommate herself, they were all like ravers and like super into drugs. Like every single time I come home, they'd be like tripping on LSD or doing Molly or something, and it's like whatever, but they weren't like actively just like having dudes over and having sex and doing this and doing that. The house I live in now, I live with someone who's like 46, and I live with another girl who just moved in who is like in her 30s. When I tell you the countless number of men that come to this house, they meet them on date number 1, and they spend the night, and they're like, oh, you can't use the kitchen from 4 to 8 p.m. because I'm cooking dinner for this man. Okay, so the place that I pay rent in, I'm not allowed to go into for 4 fucking hours so that you can cook a meal for a man you just met. Okay, got it. But the amount of times where I've been told I'm not allowed to use access to whatever portion of the house for X amount of hours because they want to show this person that they literally are probably going to see one time because they're not going to talk to him ever again. It's so frustrating constantly seeing new guys and having to just like act like, oh hi, like nice to meet you, as if like my roommates don't have new dudes here all the fucking time. I hate living with bro, because like the thing is like they, and then I have to hear them fuck. Like this one right here, right above my room, she's a loud one when she has sex. Like I literally have earplugs hanging on my wall because I just have got to the point where there's no point of just like flipping the fuck out because I'm just like, I can't deal with this. So I have to pop earplugs into my ears. I live in California, so obviously it's not feasible for me to live by myself, but I so would if I could, because I'm so tired of dealing with people's fucking hotivities and having to be a part of it and having to work around it. Like, it's just so, I don't like it. Like, I hate being around shit like this because this is not how I am. And so it just, like, disgusts me. And then they tell me their horror stories and I'm just like, oh, nice. Like, when did you meet this person? Oh, it's the first time I met them. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't roll like that. I also, too, don't want to, like, shame anybody or make anyone feel bad about themselves. But, like, why the fuck are you telling me this? As if you think I care or I would be supportive in this in any aspect. This shit bothers me.
You think women in our community want to be alone? Do you think I want to wake up every morning to go to work, to make money, to afford rent for the empty apartment I come home to every night just to do it all again the next day? Do I look like I'm enjoying myself? When there are so many beautiful, intelligent, qualified women in our community who are alone despite looking for a partner, you can't jump to the conclusion that it's all their fault. Yes, there are some women that are high maintenance and have unrealistic expectations and are brainwashed by social media, but the vast majority of women in our community don't want much. But they can't even find that. And to those of you in my comments saying, oh, she had a handful of Rista prospects, it's her fault she's single. God forbid a woman wants to like her partner. God forbid a woman has preference in the man that she chooses to be the father of her children. Some of you guys are so sick and twisted.
I like what somebody here in the comments said. It said, to be honest, the problem isn't that you're picky. It's the fact that you complain about not finding what you want. Maybe you're looking in the wrong places, or maybe your expectations are too high. Modern women don't want to hear that. They don't want to believe, even after her saying there are tons of good women that are well above and ready to have a partner, right? Maybe there are, but men over and over again hear about how these women are more qualified than what they are. And then, you hear what we heard maybe a few clips ago about why are women so loose? Why are they having guys over left and right? Why is this? Why do I have to deal with this? So which is it? I mean, we already know the game and we already know how it goes. That's why men are not picking women anymore.
I just think it's real bogus how I just asked my boyfriend, was I cute? And he told me no. He said I look like a stud. I thought I looked, here, switch the camera.
I've really given up on hope for men, and let me tell you why. So it's like been known in my friend group that I've been looking for a man, not only a man, but a tall man, because I am 6 foot, so that's understandable. And my best friend Chloe is dating a 22-year-old who, mind you, is older than us. We are 19. He has a lot of friends. Okay, awesome. Great opportunity. Friends are visiting from school or something. Like party for the weekend. Apparently one of them has been wanting to meet me because I'm his type, Asian and tall. I had never seen a picture of him, but apparently he's 6'5", brunette. Yeah! So I'm so excited for this. We get to the night that they're there. The second we walks directly at me, he's like, Maddie! Okay, he's like, hey, I'm finally meeting, whatever. Pulls me outside just so that we can talk and get to know each other. Awesome. I'm like, wow, I finally met a non-nonchalant man, and that's exactly what I need, a fucking nonchalant man. He bought me drinks, other women who were trying to talk to him just so he could dance with me. Awesome. We all have a great night together, whatever. So the next morning, me and my friends are together. He's texting me on Snapchat, because we're going to Jack's tonight, which is a bar. You should pull up, I really want to see you. I really want to see you, okay? That's exactly what he said. The idea of going to another bar that night is absolutely out of this world. But because this man wanted to see me, I was like, Margie, my friend, we have to go. Like, please come with me, we have to go. So I get off work at like 9, texting my friend comes over, we get all ready for the bar, and if you're a girl, you know that's a fucking process. We drive 30 minutes to this bar, we have to pay for parking because there's a fucking Twins game going on. I'm already there because he texted me, I'm already there. We get in line, denied immediately. Didn't even scan it, just absolutely not, you're not coming in. So I'm texting him, assuming that he would at least come out to see me and say hello, right? Like, haha, like the bouncer didn't even care, like he just like said no. And he doesn't respond for 20 minutes. Oh, great. You were just responding earlier, so why are you not responding now? And he finally responds back 20 minutes later. Damn, L fake. Oh, yes, that is a proper, I literally came here for you. Got my ass in my car, drove sober to the bar for you at fucking 10:30 p.m., paid $20 for parking, and that's all you're gonna fucking say? Damn, L fake. Okay, awesome. Oh, awesome. Really dramatic, but I absolutely blocked him while we were walking on the street. I saw that he said that, blocked him. Haven't spoken to him since, and I would just like to say, men can be very, very deceiving.
I just seen this guy say everybody can't get taken out on a date. Some people are meant to just be cracked. And a lot of women just do things wrong. Like, as soon as a man is even presenting the conversation in that way, I'm transitioning the conversation. Like, y'all just, like, I don't know, a lot of people are just so easy. And then in the video he was like, and then people be confused as to why they don't get taken out on dates. And it's so true. Like, you allow certain conversations to be had and certain things to be talked about, and then wonder why you're not respected. Now, I'm all for women wanting to have their own fun too. That's a different conversation. We're talking about why people don't get taken out on dates. But, like, for example, if a man says to me, like, oh, I'm so happy we live close, like, that'll be convenient. I'm like, yeah, it will be once we get there. Period. Next topic. Like, we're not doing that. Like, I don't know. I just don't. It just astonishes me that some people allow certain conversations to be had and then they are expected to be taken seriously. Like, you're coming off as
Okay, so I was watching Pop the Balloon the other day with my man, and a guy came out and he asked the ladies this question, and it really stuck with me because I just feel like a lot of women didn't answer the question how I thought they would. So he said, if I were to take you out, and you know I pick you up, I'm gonna pay for dinner, I'm gonna open the car door for you, I'm gonna open the door, I'm gonna do everything, I'm gonna compliment you, all this good stuff, right? He was like, that's how I make you feel special. What would you do to make me feel special? Like, at least something, you know, what would you bring to the table, pretty much? That's what he was asking. A lot of women said, I would just be myself. Another person was like, I will probably do like a round of drinks on me. I'll make you laugh. That's what they were saying. And I was just like, my first thought would be, First, I would make you feel appreciative. I would be really appreciative of everything. I would say thank you. If I see you, the first thing I would say was, you look good. I'm a type of person, I like hype up my man. I have to hype up my man because I want him to know, like, I appreciate you. I thank you for picking me up. And then I know he spent a lot of time getting ready, probably getting a haircut, putting on his best cologne, his best little fit. And we get complimented so much, I feel like we forget to compliment them. So when they go home, they're like, dang, do I look good? She didn't say nothing about me. That's what I felt like I would have said. So to make him know, like, I appreciate everything he does. I feel like every man just wants to be appreciative. Like, I really do. I feel like they just want to be, they feel like they want to be wanted, you know? But all the answers were like weird to me. I was like, this is probably why y'all on this damn show. And then I had asked my man, I was like, so what do you think? Like, what would be a good answer to that? And he was just basically saying, that's all they want. It's just to be acknowledged. And I was like, I don't get it. Maybe I just be hyping up people too much too. Like, I always be like, even girls, like, yes, girl, you look so bomb. Yes. Like, if I can say it to my friends, why would I not say it to a guy I'm on a date with? Even if it's a stranger, I'm gonna say they look good. Like, oh, you look nice. Okay, you look cute.
And what's funny is that men in the comments are saying things like men need to feel safe too. And I know when women hear that, they're going to think that the man is sassy. But that's a big part of why men don't date anymore. That's a big part of why men are happier single. That's a big part of why men, they just don't. Why would I want to come home to foolishness? Huh? What? When the woman says, you know, some of these women out here, some of these people out here they're just meant to be cracked. She's not lying. Some of these women are a problem. You're just meant to go. And you know what? Let me not say that. Let me try to remain appropriate and say, you shouldn't really waste a lot of time on these women, right? You just don't have a lot going on. And so you're wondering why men don't approach you. You're wondering why you can't find any good single men. It's because, once again, you guys are not great. You guys are out there loose. You're not grateful for a lot of stuff. And men see that in you.
I've had a lot of guys post something like this. So ladies, this is for you. Hi, I'm Christy. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist associate in Washington State. I specialize in working with couples and therapy for men. We are asking the men in our lives to be vulnerable. We are literally sometimes even using those words. Please be vulnerable with me. Please let me know that I am your safety. Tell me what's wrong. When the men feel safe enough to open up and to say something and to have like a snippet of vulnerability with us, we have to be open to it. Oh my God, we have to listen. Because that's where they understand that the safety is starting. That's where they understand that their vulnerabilities are going to be heard. We can't ask for them to show up in certain ways and then punish them for it. We can't say, be vulnerable with me. And then when they are, call them weak or say, you know, well, other people have it worse, or it'll get better, or, oh, man, that sucks, and then move on. We have to show up for them too. We are constantly asking men to show up for us, as they should. And it's our job to also show up for them, as we should. We don't heal in unsafe situations. Validate. Be there for them. Show up. Just in the same way that we're expecting them to. I can teach you how if you want to watch more.
I think guys need to start understanding, like, the reason why a lot of us are single is because we can provide literally everything necessary for ourselves. And I don't mean that like just in a monetary kind of way. Like, unfortunately, a lot of you guys are emotionally incapable of a lot of things. So it's like, why would we put ourselves in a position to like mother you? It's almost like you're just kind of adding an extra stress to our life. You're not really adding much value if you're just gonna kind of come in and like give me more of a headache. I feel like a partnership on both ends, including women for men, should make your life easier. And again, this is for men and women. But I have to say, I've been speaking to so many people recently. The women are just more mature than ever right now. I don't know what it is, what's going on with guys. And this is not to like put down guys at all. But just like from what I've been seeing, I just feel like guys have been very lazy. Like they just want a girl to come in and like kind of be their mother and like fix them up. No girl really wants to sign up for that. I'm gonna be honest.
I thought that the guy at American Eagle was flirting with me or like trying to shoot his shot, you know. He was not. So I was coming in and out of the fitting room because I was trying to figure out what style of jeans fit me best, because I was trying to get like the straight or like the baggy ones. I was getting my brother and my mom's opinion on which style looked best on me, and he passed by and he's like, oh, are you trying to figure out what like length you need? I'm like, no, I'm trying to figure out what style of jeans work best with like, my body and all. And he's like, well, the blank whatever jeans are really popular right now. Everyone's buying them. He's like, for example, what grade are you in? What the fuck was I supposed to say to him?
I told my boyfriend, hey, because I've had a couple, you know.
Basically, she asked her boyfriend to sleep with her, and he said after one more game of League. Clearly, she's taken aback by this because women don't know how to handle rejection. You guys know I very rarely speak in absolutes like that. But you have to understand, women are not used to the concept of men not wanting to sleep with them at any time that like they exist. So when a man doesn't want to sleep with them, it's like, what? Obviously, this is not all women, but I'd go out on a limb and say most, like truly. Look at the comments, breakup worthy offense, and I'm not even kidding, over 100K likes. And mind you, I'm not saying most women take it that far, but it's like, I wish this group of people had a lot more awareness. Like if a man were to make a video where he said he's under the influence and he asks his, woman to sleep with him, she says, let me just finish this task first. One more round of this thing that I'm doing. If he made a TikTok about that, people would be like, okay, like, wait, she doesn't have to sleep with you just because you want to sleep with her. But it's like, look at this video. All of a sudden they need to break up because he's not just gonna give her his meat at her beck and call. This is what I mean when I say something like, I would say women's consent is violated more, right? Which you guys know what I mean by that. Like that, obviously that's horrible. But I feel like men's consent is respected less. For everything that happens to women, that shouldn't, right? But for everything that does happen to women, there's not gonna be a viral TikTok talking about violating their consent that's kind of played in a way for like laughs or like, haha. There are plenty of viral videos that get made exactly like this. A man is turning down some woman's advances and it's like, oh, is he gay? Oh, you need to leave him because clearly that means he doesn't like you. Things of the sort. And that's such a problematic way to view consent. And it's like, I don't know why we're not seeing them.
And again, this is, you're seeing these issues with women, right? And if you take this issue, for instance, there's even a woman in the comments saying, yeah, this is a double standard. We want equal rights, but then we want men to respond to us whenever we want men to respond to us. And y'all are still asking the question why men would rather remain single. I mean, I'm thinking about that clip maybe just like a few minutes ago where the one was talking about we don't want to mother you or something like that. You don't have to. It's the fact that you want to. It's the fact that you think that you need everything on your time schedule. And when a man has, I bet y'all don't be talking to the boss like that. Hey, I need this done. I bet y'all don't be doing that. I bet y'all go in there and ask for something in the nicest way possible. And y'all go back in the office and sit down and shut up and do your work. And when it gets done, months later, or it might not ever get done. Oh, I thank you for, he was really on top of it. He was on the team and we really pushed this thing through and we celebrated a win and we're just so happy for everything. But if a man says, hey, give me a couple seconds, even going back to this, breakup worthy offense. The man was in the middle of something. Let me finish this and I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna get with you. Y'all say that all the time. Oh, well, not tonight. And a man is supposed to have a good attitude about it. You already got a man and you acting up.
The men are so mad at me, okay? I made a video yesterday that was supposed to go to the young woman part of TikTok, but instead it ended up in middle-aged US man TikTok. It was a video about how men should pay women half their salary when that woman is pregnant and goes on mat leave. I didn't realize that I would have to explain that the purpose of that is so that both parties have their own money and the woman has money that she's in control of, and then you split bills and expenses and outgoings equally. It's just so that the woman in that vulnerable scenario does not have to rely on a man for income while she's at home looking after the baby. Literally lost the ability to think critically. Now we have to spell everything out, or else you have angry ass men in the comments thinking that women are constantly out to get them. We're not out to get you.
So a guy came up to me in Bryant Park and he was like, hey, just wanted to tell you you look adorable and I would love to get your phone number. And he started talking to me and I was like, excuse me, sir. Thank you for telling me that, but actually looks can be deceiving and sorry to lead you astray, but I'm actually not adorable. I'm gonna ruin your life. And he, of course, insisted on getting my number, so I just gave him a fake one and told him have a great day.
When I go to a video and the comments, because a man is a touch feminine in any way, are like, he's gay, he must be gay, this guy's gay, and it's like all women, I think some of you might need to watch your tone. I'm not LGBTQIA+, so like you weigh in if you are and let me know if I'm just being overprotective, but I'm starting to not like the way some of you are saying it. And I think we might be heading quickly to a Hillary Duff, if you say gay, do you know what you say, commercial revival.
Most women do not share their resources, and this is exactly why traditional men are unimpressed by how much a woman earns. Women tend to use their earnings as leverage to control the direction of a relationship, disrupting the biblical structure of a marriage. The majority of traditional men have a very strong work ethic, and they're not really concerned about how much that woman is bringing financially to the relationship. They care more about respect and compliance than they do money, because they are fully capable of earning the money themselves. So unlike men whose dating pool increases as they earn more, women's dating pool decreases. Because alongside the desire to control the relationship and leverage their finances comes a higher standard. A lot of women say, I am the standard. So if you're not on par with my earnings, I won't even consider you as a partner. This was never the case traditionally. Men just worked hard and they were capable of finding a wife. Now women are setting the bar higher and higher and higher. And that's just my thoughts on the subject. As always, God bless.
I mean this in the most disrespectful manner. Shut the fuck up talking about black men. So this little girl gets on social media saying all black men do is teach their boys how to play sports. Y'all need to teach them how to fucking change a tire, build a house. Well, bitch, who's raising the black men today? I find it weird how you are so focused on the black men that is intrigued by sports, as if there's not black men as doctors, lawyers, teachers, engineers, scientists. What the fuck are you saying? Shut your dumb ass up. I find it weird how black women today is so comfortable getting on social media disrespecting black men, but then y'all want them to be respectful. You bitches can't say shit about black men when y'all create the black men that you're talking about. Shut the fuck up disrespecting black men. What the fuck is wrong with you bitches? You, like, black women find it very intriguing to get on social media and condemn their men when they are your sons, they are your brothers, they are your uncles. What the fuck are you talking about? Black men did know how to build houses. Black men did know how to fucking change tires until women start raising the children on their own. Blame the fucking women. What the fuck are you saying? Because when that man left your ass with them kids, did you put your son in position to learn how to fucking change a tire? Did you put him in position to learn how to fucking build a house? No. Your ass had them fucking twerking and bending over like a fucking gay ass little boy now. Shut the fuck up. I find it so weird how you're so comfortable getting on social media condemning black men, but you bitches never say shit to black women about their behavior that is creating these men. Who's creating the men? Oh, the man left me, but your bitch ass stayed and they still know shit. Your ass is still there, and they're still dumb, and they're still not intelligent, and they're bending over twerking. So who do you really blame now? Who do you fucking blame for the men being sassy? Shut the fuck up. And I understand. It makes sense why white people went to black women for integration and not the black man. Black women are gullible as fuck. Everything that y'all talk about on social media shows me how unintelligent y'all are in true topics. And y'all are colonized black women. If you get on social media disrespecting a black man, if you're a black man disrespecting black women on social media, y'all are fucking whitewashed as fuck. I don't want to see no more black women disrespecting black men. Oh my God, she's a pick-me. Well, no shit, you dumb bitch. My son is black. My man is black. My father is black. My uncles is black. Who else the fuck would I want to pick me, you dumb bitch? I don't want a white man to pick me. I don't want an Asian man to pick me. Yes, I want a black man to pick me. I'm gonna forever be a pick-me for a fucking black man. You bitches will give birth to men and then disrespect them. I understand why black men do not respect black women, because y'all don't show respect. You have to show respect to get fucking respect. Shut the fuck up. Disrespecting black men. Because if one of you bitches disrespect my son, I'll be in jail or in prison for beating the fuck out you. And I'm not playing. Like, you bitches are really gay as fuck. Like, go find you a woman and shut the fuck up.
Well, you got to remember, for a lot of these modern women, they can't see past their front door. So they would only think because they've seen it on TV. And sometimes that's what a lot of these stories entail. that this is what men do. Black men, white men, that's all they do. All they do is game. All they do is fish. All they do is golf. All they do is go hunting. All they do is go out here and play basketball. Honey, you're not good at any of that. Honey, you're not even D1. You're not even D3. Oh, you can't even make it on the high school JV team. Why do you think you're going to be able to do that? Don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. Who do you think you are? Putting your makeup on like that, Kim Kardashian? You think you're Taylor Swift? You think you're that good that you can be Tyra Banks? Because y'all sure be doing tutorials trying to look like him. You think you're Sabrina Carpenter with what you just did with your cheekbones and your eyebrows? Oh, I got my hair layered like Emma Stone. Nah, it doesn't look like her at all. That's what they be doing. Foolishness. Wonder why men don't approach. Wonder why men avoid marriage. Woman, in one of these clips was talking about diverting your income to the woman. I'm sorry. I thought we were both on the same team. You know what I mean? Like if I'm spending something in the house, it's coming from the same account that she would spend from. You know what I mean? Like nobody's trying to hide it from you. Nobody's trying to do you wrong. But because y'all have this idea of who men are and what men do, you'll get on here and say stupid stuff like that. You wonder where all the good men are, or where they're hiding, why they want to remain single, why they're happy or single.
I'm just a dumb know nothing nobody. But if you hate men, why do you expect one's gonna want to marry you?
I was talking to this guy like an hour ago, kind of about like, you know, changing your body or whatever. And he was saying like how he got a tattoo when he was 18 and regrets it. And I was like, yeah, I got a BBL in Tijuana when I was 18. Like, just to see. Like, I just said it just to see what he would say. And he said, you did not get a BBL.
Men have no honor anymore. There are some men in this world who I do believe have held on to some part of their dignity. But for the most part, men out here would rather sit at home on their ass playing video games than actually doing anything important with themselves or their life. They don't stand on their word, they don't stand on business, and they fold like a lawn chair when any amount of pressure requires them to grow the fuck up.
My man was literally so mad at me for 2 days straight because I didn't share my location with him on girls' night. You know what this girls' night consisted of? Me and literally 4 other girls. We went to this like wine and paint night. Literally just a crafting thing. Us 4 girls and the teacher were the only people there. I didn't mean to not share my location with him. Like he told me like, as soon as you get there, share your location so that I know you're safe. And I got there and then we just started talking and chatting and, you know, like time got away from me and I totally just completely forgot. And he didn't remind me. He just didn't say anything so that he could be mad at me when I got home. I get home, he starts this huge argument and then all of a sudden gives me the silent treatment for like 2 days straight. After 2 days of this, I'm just like over it. And I'm like, you know what? We're not going to fight anymore. I go and get my spicy cubes. I put one in between my teeth, strip down, and send him a photo while he's at work.
I was just told something by a group of guys that genuinely scared me. And maybe this is common knowledge. Maybe most women know this, maybe they don't. But I was just told this and I was shook. So we were talking about guys and dating, whatever. And they're like, yeah, this guy came up to my girl out of nowhere on a night out and said that he'd help her find a job or something. Because she was talking about how she was unemployed, help her find a job or whatever, and texted her. And he's like, no, like that guy was clearly trying to get my girl. Guys are only nice to girls when they want something. And I was like, sorry, what? He's like, yeah. And they all agreed. They're like, yeah, guys are only nice to girls when they want something. You didn't know that? Like, there's no way, Alexa, come on. And I'm like, what? I'm like, this is benuts to me. I had no idea. I thought that there are some people out there who are genuinely nice and you don't, like, I don't expect anything out of the guys. Like, what? I don't get that. And they're like, yeah, they always want something. Like, guys are not just nice. I'm like, do all of my guy friends, like, low-key want to sleep with me? Or they're trying to get something different out of me? Like, I'm rethinking everything.
Or, hear me out here, maybe they just want to thank you. Maybe they just want appreciation. what you guys see, this is why, once again, talking about men not wanting to approach women, because what they want always gets painted in a bad light. Like, oh, how dare he would ever? Why would he ever? Oh, why would a man ever want that? And a man tells you, well, wait a minute. If you're going to ask me as friends now to go out to eat, to do all of these things, how come I can't respect or expect something in return? If you're going to say, oh, well, you're the man, I expect my friends, male friends, to open my door. I expect them to pay for things. You know, it don't got to be nothing super, super fancy, but if you just had a ticket laying around and you wanted me to go to Cabo with you, I wouldn't be mad. You're expecting that. And if a man says, nah, I'm going to take one of my boys, we're going to go down there for a couple nights, probably crash, see what the scene is like, meet some girls, come on back to the house. Oh, why would you want to do that? See, y'all, all y'all men are the same. No, we just want to go down there and have a good time. Spending time. Y'all say we never do anything together. I'm spending time with my boy. I say, hey man, let's go see what we can get into, bruh. That's it. That's all I said. But because I'm not taking you, and you think that you deserve girlfriend treatment and we're just friends, you placed me firmly in the friend zone. Now all of a sudden, men want the same. Oh, so I bet if I slept with you, then you would take me. No, I'm taking my friend because I want to spend time with my friend. Modern women always, once again, try to paint men in the worst light that they can possibly find. And then they wonder why men tend to stay away from them.
I saw this girl make a video about her preferences in dating and she got absolutely dunked on. Like, people were totally making fun of her for her standards. So today I want to talk about my standards in dating. Okay, first I want to clarify that all of my standards in dating are based on one principle, which is, why would I date someone who can't do for me what I already do for myself? So every single standard that I have for the other person that I date is a standard that I already hold myself to. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, that other girl's standard was height, but I don't care about height. I'm 5'3". My only requirement is that they're taller than me. Okay, my second standard is I don't pay for dates. I won't go 50-50. I won't split dinner. I won't pay for things. And the reason for that is because I already regularly take myself on dates. I take myself to dinner. I take myself to do fun activities. So if they can't plan and pay for a date, which is something I regularly do for myself, then I'm not really interested. I also want them to get me flowers regularly. This is because I always have flowers in my room. I'll show you. Okay, these ones are a little bit dead right now, but just so you can see, every single week I buy myself flowers. So when I date someone, I would also like that they every single week get me flowers. Okay, the next thing is that I need to be with someone who goes to the gym or does some form of physical activity. I'm a really active person. I do 15,000 steps every single day. I take care of my body. So similarly, I need to be with someone who also takes care of themselves in that way. I would also prefer if they had similar eating habits to me. I don't eat processed foods. I don't eat a lot of candy or Oreos or snacks like that. So I would prefer to, I don't even keep snacks in the house, and I would prefer to be with someone who's kind of the same way. Okay, the next standard is, okay, I actually can't do this, but I would prefer if they could cook. Now the thing is, I can provide meals for myself. Usually I eat cottage cheese and stuff like that, but if I were with someone who could cook me food, I think I would really, really like that. I need to be physically attracted to them, but I don't have a type. If I were to tell you guys a list of some celebrities that I find attractive, it would be a wide range of people. I find King Von attractive, I find Matthew Lillard attractive, but I also find that guy, Ricky from Zero Base One really attractive. So I don't really have a physical type. As long as I'm attracted to them, that's good enough for me. No children, and this is my biggest one, no picky eaters, because I love to share food. I love to try new things, so they have to be able to not only share their food with me, but also they can't be picky. And I've traveled a lot. I actually speak Chinese. I've been all over the world, so I need to be with someone who's also open-minded. And yeah, those are my standards in dating. You can feel free to dunk on them or whatever, but let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Y'all seen the video of the girl who came on the internet and said she had a date with a guy who she was really attracted to? She said he was her physical type to a T. Her date was going to be after her and her friend went to brunch. So they went to brunch in the daytime, and then 8 o'clock was going to be the date for her and this guy. So her and her friend go to brunch. They get back home around 5:30. She sits in the car with her friend until around 6. Then she says she goes inside, edits a video on, and accidentally falls asleep. So she says when she wakes up, it's several hours later. It's like the next day, early in the morning, and she immediately texts the guy, and she sees that he sends her a text like at 8:20, like question mark or something, or questioning where she is. She says when she texts the guy is very short and dry with his responses, and she tells him, hey, I fell asleep, I'm asleep, and the guy's like, I don't trust you, I don't believe you, like, and she's basically saying like, I don't like this, is a red flag for me, because why is this guy not trusting me? Why is he not believing that I fell asleep? I went through the comments, and a lot of the girls in the comments are agreeing with the girls, saying, yeah, he's a red flag, you should run away, like, it's not that serious, you fell asleep, he probably has a wound from an ex-girlfriend that cheated on him. And now here are my thoughts on this. I'm so surprised that so many women are not understanding the male's viewpoint. Girls, I gotta agree with the man on this. If you had a date set, right? You guys were planning to meet at 8 o'clock, and I believe based on your video, he was supposed to pick you up from your apartment. So he had an exact time he was gonna be at your place. And he doesn't hear from you. Maybe he's calling you, texting you at 8 o'clock to, hey, come outside, I'm here. Hey, I'm at the door where you are. And he doesn't hear from you until 5 o'clock in the morning. Girl, sister, that is a terrible look. Here's the thing, you guys have not even built up enough trust where he's like, oh yeah, damn, you fell asleep. It's not even like it's date 20, you know, you guys are actually boyfriend, girlfriend, and you know, she had a long day at work, I understand, things happen. You guys are still trying to get to know each other. You didn't even give him a pre-up like, hey, I'm so sorry, maybe I got a little drunk, because I know exactly what happened, okay? I know you weren't with another guy. Yep, you got a little too lit at brunch, okay? And you passed out. That is at too lit sleep, okay? That's why you should have no plans after brunch, okay? Brunch is the day, okay? So I know what happened, you know what happened. I don't believe anything happened with another man, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know you yet. And this is a terrible impression. And why are so many of y'all women not understanding? Because if this were flipped, where the roles were reversed, where a man said he was gonna meet you at dinner, okay? And you get at dinner, 7 o'clock, everybody's supposed to be at dinner, and you are sitting at the dinner table waiting on this man, and you don't hear from him. So now you gotta get up and walk out like a little, he texts you the next day like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I fell asleep. We would all be agreeing that's a red flag, cut him off, right? It's the same thing. What if he was sitting in his car waiting for you to come outside, and now he doesn't hear from you for hours, and your response is, I'm sleeping? Girls, no, not a good look. I'm siding with the boys on this, respectfully.
I'm not even sure how this is defensible, like how people are defending this. There's so many women that get on this app, if it were the other way around, modern women, and they say, oh, well, you know, if he's not there in 5 minutes and he just wasted your time, Venmo him for the time that you wasted, and he's going to have to call an Uber to make it up to you. He's going to have to send you flowers and pay for your meal, which is going to be $100. And that's before that you even go out on a date with them. That's the type of stupid stuff that they're saying. and they're shocked. They're shocked with no critical thought, no accountability as to why men are just done with them.